The San Francisco Giants faced off against their rivals Wednesday night, knowing their brand of baseball needed to change. The defending World Series champs' offense is near the bottom in the entire league, scoring the third least amount of runs in the majors. Ellis couldn't lead the Warriors to playoffs this season, but after back-to-back wins, Golden State is looking to finish the season strong. The Warrior faithful tells us what is needed to be a contender next season. That was your first installment for Sports Tip of the Week with Phoenix O'Rourke. Remember, keep your shoulders square, your legs into it, and always follow through. Money. I'm Hoshida reporting for CSR. We'll see you next week. Team Teal now holds a commanding 2-0 series lead. San Jose looks to ride Miami's strong play into Game 3 in Detroit. Reporting from San Jose, I'm Hoshida, ABC 7 Sports. Looks like the reports are true. Check out the new, leaner, meaner, well, maybe not meaner, Pablo Sandoval. With an afternoon start time, the Sharks can get their normal afternoon nap. But no one was sleeping with the drop of the puck. The Wings and the Sharks came out with all kinds of playoff intensity. Yesterday was anything but normal for the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks were trying to break their worst home losing streak since 1997. Their fathers were in town, and their morning skate wasn't at the usual spot. Team Teal is in the midst of a playoff collapse. Game 2 of the Western Conference Final was a true example of how potent the Vancouver Canucks offense can be, scoring 7 goals while going 4 of 6 on the power play. Regular season MVP Daniel Sedin added 2 power play goals of his own. The Sharks were thoroughly outplayed in all aspects of the game. Warriors fans were ready for the game tonight. Monte Ellis led the Warriors to a 114-104 victory over the visiting Washington Wizards. Golden State started slow, but then Monte Ellis did what he does best.
All right, with Monte on Evans! 360 in the finish! Oh, that kid is fun to watch!
Even after 76 games, his teammates are still in awe.
He's absolutely a monster out there on the court, man, and he finds a way to, do it every night. And he had a special night tonight, man. So I mean, I'm in awe of it and what he can do on the basketball court.
David Lee pitched in with a double-double of his own. Lee said that Ellis is playing the way you want to end a season.
Not only did he score the ball like he usually does, but he distributed, gave me a couple great passes. Just goes to show once again, that's what we're talking about, is finishing the season out strong.
He as well as David Lee and these guys, Steph Curry, all these guys, and Jarrell, of course, the whole team are really trying to set a tone for our organization.
Ellis couldn't lead the Warriors to playoffs this season, but after back-to-back wins, Golden State is looking to finish the season strong. The Warrior faithful tells us what is needed to be a contender next season.
Defense. It's all about defense. More stops on that end and more steals and active hands and deflections.
They definitely need a big man.
I would hope he gets someone either through free agency or get a draft pick.
Smart's job is very much on the line, but if the Warriors continue to play the way they've been playing, then the owners have a tough decision ahead of them. Reporting from Oakland, I'm Hoshida, ABC 7 Sports. We're here with the first installment for Sports Tip of the Week with the Art of Shooting a Three with Phoenix O'Rourke. And he's going to tell us a little bit about his form, what he thinks is the perfect form, his tip of the week overall, and who has the best celebration on the San Francisco State men's basketball team for a three-pointer. All right, so Phoenix, what goes into the form for shooting a three and making sure you drain it?
It all starts with your legs. You gotta get your legs into it first. You gotta make sure your body, most of all your shoulders, are square to the basket, and then lastly, you just gotta hold your follow through every time.
Where'd your style of shooting three come from, like your shooting stroke?
Well, my favorite player in the NBA is Steve Nash, and I try to, exemplify him, I guess you can say, the most. He just has a perfect form, the elbows in, holds his follow through every single time, and he's always square to the basket.
What's the difference between a spot-up jumper or creating off the dribble and shooting off the dribble?
The main thing is, if you're creating your own shot off the dribble, you have the ball and you're dribbling, and then you pull up. If you're just spotting up, you let other people create for you, and then you just sit there and shoot.
Who on the team has the best three-point celebration when they nail it?
I'm about to give this one to nephew Perdomo, number 13. Now after he makes a 3 every time, he's always doing something to the crowd, whether it be holding 3 or doing a little Ray Allen.
That was your first installment for Sports Tip of the Week with Phoenix O'Rourke. Remember, keep your shoulders square, your legs into it, and always follow through. Money. I'm Alan Hoshida reporting for CSR. We'll see you next week. There is something in the air in Gilroy, and it's not garlic. Gilroy has a new inter-town football rivalry. Gilroy High versus Christopher High. The winner gets a 115-year-old Bell to brag about. The Severance Bell Bowl will take place this Friday. Christopher High quarterback Brandon Pickens is expecting a huge turnout.
3,000 to 5,000 people. A lot of people are pumped up for the Severance Bowl.
The Christopher players know 5,000 people and friends or not, this game has to go on.
Said, we're friends off the field, but as soon as we step on the field with pads on and helmets on, it's a whole different mentality.
Despite only having one win on their season, Gilroy is preparing to take home the Severance Belt, not only for themselves, but for who they represent.
Practice, we're just really competitive because we want to beat them. I mean, it's bragging rights for Gilroy, so.
They want to represent the TCAL, they want to represent the Gilroy community, and they want to represent the Gilroy High School.
For the first time, Gilroy was separated into two sides. You're either a Cougar or a Mustang. But this game was a lot more than what happened on the field. It was about a change in the community. Before Friday's big game, both teams had a night of community celebration. But Coach Garcia knows that community and sports are different.
In the sporting realm, you can't tell, and it's just like everything else. It could be Live Oak Gilroy, it could be Hollister Gilroy. Now you're going to have Gilroy Christopher, and I'm sure as sports keeps going on, the heat's going to just be there.
After the first snap, a rivalry seemed to take shape. Gilroy did in fact win the first ever Severance Bell Bowl in a surprising 40-19 rout of Christopher High. Reporting from Gilroy, I'm Alan Hoshida, CSR. In the top of the ninth, Ross hit the go-ahead 3-run home run, giving the Giants the lead for good. Brian Wilson may have blown the save, but he got his team-leading 4th win. The Orange and Black have won 8 of 11 games now, leading the NL West by half a game over the Colorado Rockies. And Sonny pulled that one out from the minute you said go. If you didn't see his bite, it was all over there.
No, yeah, so let me tell you, I had a bite, and I looked at Sonny directly to my right, and I just saw the eyes of a champion, eyes of a tiger, and I bit into my burger, and I realized I'm going to have to eat this very casually. This is not going to work out.
Let's get back to the show.
Okay, sorry, very hungry.
We start bottom of 4, guy on first. Trevor Pasesnik gets the pitch and cranks it. Makes no doubt about it. This one lands in the parking lot. Gators up 2-1. 2 back and forth we go. Stephen Day now in, trying to keep it tight. Kyle Pond battling with 2 guys on and an 0-1 count. Blasts it to left field. All left fielder Dustin Wood can do was wave up and say goodbye. Pond with a 3-run homer. Toros would take this one 6-4. Gators losing the first game of this series. We'll pick it up late in the 3rd. Jackets down 1. Rick Nash gets some room and he puts it past the goalie. Nash ties the game at 5. Under a minute now, Nash will have the puck again, and he's going to go around the net. Looks like he stuffs it far post, but no, check out the replay. 3rd-string goalie Joey McDonald gets the pad across. Game is still 5 in overtime. Zetterberg setting up Johan Franzen, and he makes no mistake about it, putting it top shelf. Red Wings win 6-5, and McDonald gets his first win. Eric Weems gets the ball right up the middle. No one's going to touch him, and he's going to go 101 yards to the house. Eric Weems showing why he is the NFC Pro Bowl returner with moves like that and a breakaway speed. Let's check out the replay. Mason Crosby going to come over here on your left side. Yeah, that's not a very good attempt. Weems to the house. Packers down by 7. Falcons 14-7. Late in the first half, game tied. Rogers looks deep down the sideline and finds James Jones in the end zone. Jones from San Jose State. He's going to take the 20-yard strike right over Brent Grimes. And Rogers is pumped about it. Mitch Delfino, 2 batters later, would lace one down the left field line. Todd Chris and Danny O would come in to score. Bears go up 2-0, and they would lead this one 7-0 at one point behind Eric Johnson's dominating performance, getting 5 strikeouts. But the Raging Cajuns wouldn't go down without a fight. Michael Strands, top of the 8, hits a deep drive to left field, just over the outstretched glove of Austin Booker. Strands would have himself an RBI triple, and the Raging Cajuns would be back in this ball game. Let's check out the near web jam, though. Booker all the way back to the wall and just can't get it. The Raging Cajuns go within 1 run, but Matt Flemmer comes in and shuts the door for the Bears. And we're doing the Aaron Rodgers Championship belt celebration.